Imagine Presidential Declaration, a visionary message of peace, cooperation, and reconciliation in a time marked by global tensions and diplomatic uncertainty. A thought-provoking declaration has been crafted, an imagined speech that could be delivered by a seasoned president addressing the international community behind him. The flags of more than 40 nations wave, and countries united under a single message of cooperation and peace. Citizens of the world today, I speak not as the leader of one nation but as a voice for our shared humanity. We stand at a crossroads. Conflict, division, and mistrust have eroded the foundations of cooperation, but we are not powerless. We are not destined to repeat the mistakes of history. Dear participants, we have endured difficult negotiations and we have also experienced calmer discussions. Today I can conclude that all parties must contribute and make significant concessions if we are to achieve a lasting and just peace. I envision Europe establishing demilitarized zones along its borders, and I expect military exercises near each other's frontiers to cease. The European Union has clear rules for minority protection. These must apply across the continent, ensuring that language and culture are safeguarded for minorities living within each country. The Ukrainian people have suffered greatly, and for peace to be achieved, concessions must be made by all sides. I envision the eastern regions of Donbass receiving increased autonomy and a militarily neutral Ukraine becoming a member of the European Union as soon as possible. Given the large Russian minority in eastern Ukraine, Russia should be allowed to station special envoys for culture and trade in Kherson, Zaporizhia, Luhansk, and Donetsk. As a natural step, countries must exchange prisoners of war, and refugees who ended up in Russia must be allowed to return to their families in Ukraine. To Russia I say, with this agreement we can rebuild diplomatic relations and forge major trade agreements in the future. All parties must commit to normalizing diplomatic ties and restoring economic cooperation so that we may all achieve growth and stability in our economies. We must also move forward on the Crimean Peninsula. The people living there must coexist peacefully, in Russia, with its historic naval base, must continue to sail into the Black Sea from that base. Russia must again become a natural partner in cooperation. Frozen assets must be released and our companies must resume collaboration in energy, food production, and other sectors. In the spirit of the future and in the name of freedom, we must ease visa regulations for Ukrainian and Russian citizens traveling to the United States, the European Union, and the United Kingdom. We expect Russia and Ukraine to implement similarly harmonious visa policies, as trade and cooperation are the foundation of peace and stability. Given the large Russian minority in eastern Ukraine, dual citizenship may be appropriate in this special region for both Ukrainian and Russian peoples. Once the peace agreement is signed, Ukraine must receive expanded security guarantees from more than 30 countries, and Europe must commit to deploying 50,000 peace observers. It is encouraging that over 50 countries have pledged economic support for Ukraine's reconstruction. Together we must begin a new era of cooperation, human interaction, and disarmament in Europe, a renewed security structure defined by reconciliation, trade, and coexistence.